Hi, I'm Ginny from Ginny Music, and I teach beginner guitar to adults. Today, I want to take a moment to teach you a little bit about inversions. That's a term that is thrown out a lot, and I think a lot of people don't understand what that means. And it's easier to see it on piano. I will show that in a different video, but for now, I'm just going to teach it on guitar. An inversion of a chord means it's the same chord, the same three notes that make up a chord. A chord is typically made up of three pitches. Sometimes seventh chords are made up of four pitches. There's some subtleties to that. But let's say, for example, that we have a three-note chord. We're just going to say we have the chord A, C, and E. That's an A minor chord. So we're made up of three pitches, A, C, and E, to make A minor. Since we have six strings, usually some of the pitches get doubled. So we might have A, C, E, A, C, E again. That's not actually how it is on the guitar, but I'm using it just for an example. But we could switch that order. We could mix it up by playing, instead of A on this string, we could play an E on this string. And instead of C in this string, we could play an A on this string. And we could mix up the order so that we end up with, hypothetically, let's say C, E, A, C, A, E. It can be mixed up in any order as long as you have those same groups of that same group of pitches. It's still an A minor chord. And it changes the tone of the chord a little bit. It just changes the shade of color, the tone a little bit. So I'm going to use D minor as an example, D minor 7 actually. So a D minor 7th chord you can play like this, first and second fingers on string 1 and 2, fret 1, and then your third finger shoots out to fret 2, string 3. Okay, so here's our D minor 7 chord. This one you only want to play the bottom 4 strings. Okay, it's kind of a rich, I would call that a rich, kind of a little bit jazzy sound. Okay, you can take that same chord and you can invert it, change the order of the notes by playing a D chord shape in fret 5. Okay, so I just take a D chord shape way up here and play 4 strings. Has a little bit of a brighter tone quality to it. Back here. And then back up into fret 5. And you can use either of them anytime. The rule is if it sounds good, do it. So whichever inversion you like better, use. Sometimes if you're already playing up here, it's quicker and more efficient and smoother sounding to go to that inversion of the D minor chord rather than sliding back to home to open position. You can use both of them. You can switch anytime you want. You can switch halfway between a bar. You can go from one to the other. Totally up to you. This is where you get to kind of create your own style as a musician. The things that sound good to you will be what give you your style. So that's how you do a D minor chord, D minor 7th chord, and its inversion, one of its many inversions on the guitar.